and it's laden with this story. Tax reforms bill, confusion in House of Reps as APC caucus about fixed meeting. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. And it comes with these riders. Clerk announces suspension of plenary and proposed legislation. Why southern lawmakers are divided. APC, NWC keeps mute on lawmakers. Still on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune about the masthead, we have these stories. Adeleke backs 6-year single-term proposal for presidents. IPPIS, FG orders investigation into alleged deductions from NCOs and NSCDC personnel salaries. Obasanjo thanks Gowon, says, I wasn't aware he wrote Abacha for my release. Still on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, long-lasting injectable HIV prevention drug set for rollout in Nigeria. Ekiti government floats company to buy store agric products from farmers. After 35 years in Brazil, businessman returns home with ingested cocaine. Tax reforms, fiscal policy must not strengthen some states, punish others. Atiku. 10,000 jobs at risk as seaport concession agreement renewal stalls. Ondo workers will receive minimum wage next week. NLC. Ebonyi workers to begin strike today. These are some of the stories on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Let's move to the blueprint. The blueprint is laden with this story. Bandits on revenge mission suffer casualties in Zamfara. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Blueprint newspaper this morning. And it comes with the rider. Troops destroy hideouts, recover ammunition in Taraba. Still on the front page of the Blueprint, above the masthead, we have this story. Nigeria, France agree on €3 million infrastructure agri investments. Tinubu's tax reform bills will eliminate double taxation. Ohaneze. Atiku calls for transparency, objectivity. Syrup questions AGF Edun over 167 billion naira contracts from 31 ministries. 2 million processed cars uncollected by Nigeria. NIMC. FG raises loan for MSMEs to 5 million naira at 9% interest. Kaduna begins payment of 72,000 naira minimum wage. Tinubu departs France today to co-chair 11th session of Binational Commission in South Africa. These are some of the stories that made it to the front page of the Blueprint newspaper. All right, let's take a look at what this day has for us this Monday morning. This day newspaper is leading with this story. Ohaneze joins Southwest, South, North Central in backing Tinubu's tax bills. That is a story making the banner headlines on the front page of this day newspaper. And it comes with these riders. Atiku wants transparency and full disclosure of next recommendations. Zulum reiterates opposition to proposed fiscal alterations. Yes, we can see the picture stories there, signing of an MOU for development of solid minerals. That's the president, the wife of the president, and the president of France, among others. They are there in the picture. Yes, still on the front page of this day newspaper, facing stiff local competition, cement makers, Osun exits Nigeria, sells Lafarge to Chinese firm for $1 billion. President Biden pardons son, Hunter, weeks before leaving office. These are some of the stories on the front page of this day newspaper this Monday morning. All right, let's have a quick look at what the Daily Times has for us. The Daily Times newspaper is leading with this story: why Nigeria is underdeveloped. Primate Ndubuka. That is the story making the better headlines on the front page of the Daily Times newspaper. We have other stories. SEC assures investors of fund safety amid fintech growth. Tinubu Ramaphosa to co-chair 11th biannual commission. Rate of accidents on newly repaired Third Mainland Bridge worries FG. Obasanjo tax Plateau residents on Unity Love. Tax reform bills. Article urges National Assembly to ensure transparency, objectivity in conducting public hearing. These are some of the stories on the front page of the Daily Times newspaper. Next is the national economy. The national economy says lopsided open skies agreement, $3.96 billion annual earnings opportunities elude Nigeria. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the national economy. Lopsided open skies agreement, $3.96 billion annual earning opportunities elude Nigeria, as foreign airlines make $4 billion yearly from Nigeria's aviation sector. Wow. Nigeria intensifies IMOC bid, unveils national marine policy blueprint. FG secures $500 million deal for irrigation hydropower in 25 states. Still on the front page of the national economy, ease of doing business ranking, implications for Nigeria's economy. These stories are on the front page of the national economy this Monday morning. And the Business Day is next. The Business Day newspaper is laden with this story: 8 routes to NGX $100 billion market cap. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Business Day newspaper. We have other stories. Meet Benedict Peters, Business Day Person of the Year 2024. Nigeria's oil rigs plummet 27% amid 2 million barrel per day output target. Port inefficiencies seen worsening food insecurity. Nigeria, France signed MOU to remediate 20,000 mining pits. These stories are on the front page of the Business Day. Next is the Guardian newspaper, and the Guardian is leading with this story: Labour begins nationwide strike, cites empty promises by governors. That is the story making the better headlines on the front page of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Labour begins nationwide strike, cites empty promises by governors. Still on the front page of the Guardian newspaper, Atiku, Zulum lead northern opposition against tax bills ahead of National Assembly debate. I never knew Gowon saved me from Abacha, Obasanjo says. 2027 splinter APC group moves to register with INEC. Government mom as poly lecturers begin strike today. Judiciary graft, abuse of power diminish public confidence, AGF says. Name contractors that disappeared with NDS's 167 billion naira, Sirap tells Tinubu. Group demands regionalism, parliamentary system, new name for Nigeria. These stories are at the front page of the Guardian newspaper this Monday morning. All right, let's have a look at what the New Telegraph has for us this Monday morning. The New Telegraph newspaper, and it's leading with this story: concerns over leadership recruitment process. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the New Telegraph newspaper. Concerns over leadership recruitment process, and it comes with these riders as Kuka's submission triggers debate on leadership question. Still on the front page of the New Telegraph, above the masthead, we have these. GDP, financial institutions' contribution to 31.7% to 3.28 trillion naira. FG to probe complaints against bank, airline, telco. Current poverty separating families, OB. Port Harcourt Refinery, Area 5 operational functioning effectively. Engineer. Tinubu vows to end insecurity in Nigeria, stabilize ECOWAS. Twice yearly injection reduces HIV risk. Study. Still on the front page of the New Telegraph newspaper, Olanipekun backs 6-year single term for presidents. Tax reform bills, article calls for open, transparent public hearing. Jonathan to Fabura, no one becomes general without fighting wars. Obasanjo thanks Gowon for asking Abacha to spare his life. These stories are on the front page of the New Telegraph newspaper. Yes, we have the Point newspaper now, and it's leading with this story. Diaspora remittances hit 1.5 billion naira, in 6 months amid forex crisis. Experts want transfers directed towards productive investment. How to attract sustained diaspora remittances, OPS. Outcry over serial rape, sexual assaults in police stations. Lawyers, human rights activists reveal implications for NPF image. Impeachment plot against Uzodinma ridiculous, not in the best interest of Imo State, Ikedio Hakim. Factors that will shape who takes over from Sowolu in 2027. Port Harcourt Refinery, stakeholders insist head must roll if Nigerians were deceived. These stories are on the front page of the Punch newspaper. And this is where we're going to say our bye on today's edition of Newspapers Today on OSBC TV. Thank you for watching. On behalf of the producer, Oluwatoyin Yusuf, and the production advisor, Mutunrayo Ayegbayo, my name is Oluchi Abuda, wishing you a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye.
Travel again, and today I'm going to take you to the famous Back to Nature farm owned by Kunga. So